You an insurance agent that's looking for the best IMO? Well, I'm going to give you a couple ideas, a couple things to ponder before you place your contracts with any particular agency. IMO just stands for Insurance Marketing Organization, or maybe you've heard the term FMO, Field Marketing Organization. It really boils down to the same thing. It just means who are you going to partner with to make the wealth in this space. So when you're thinking about an IMO, a work family is what you need to be thinking about. It's not just having a house. Are you going to have a house in a trashy neighborhood or a nice neighborhood? Are you going to have people that you like surrounding you, and who is rubbing shoulders with you may mean the difference to you for success or distress. It's more to this than you may even know. Having a good work family is so important to your foundation when you're starting out in insurance sales. So tip number one, find a good work family, a good culture, but be careful of drinking Kool-Aid. The rah-rah of this industry is real, and there's so many MLM type agencies out there that will give you the little short story that you're building your block of business, but it's not really even for yourself. So be careful of the LOA conversation. Make sure that you're vested day one from any agency. Make sure you're vested day one, which means you own your book of business. Agents that aren't vested day one, you know what happens? They work for 5 years, 10 years, realize their compensation is horrid, and then they want to get out of there, and then they realize, oh, well, see you there, buddy. We own your block of business. Have a great day. What? Okay, so be careful that you don't tie yourself down by giving away everything that you've been working hard for. So you got to be careful when you join an FMO, an IMO, an insurance agency, and I run a national insurance agency myself at jasonfinalexpense.com. I do recruit some of the most amazing agents across this nation selling life, Medicare, and annuities face-to-face, but more importantly in the telespace. So if you need free resources, they're always there on my website for the taking at jasonfinalexpense.com. But thank you for taking the time to walk with me and go through how you should be looking at any IMO, whether it's my agency, blankety blank life, blankety blank group, whatever it is. You want to make sure that you own your block of business. You do not want to be spending years and then understand you gave up everything because you didn't even own what you were being shined on and you thought you were doing. Be careful. A lot of agencies won't let you own the block of business. Read the fine print. It'll be like a gotcha clause, right? 5-year vesting schedule, 7-year, 10-year. Take the time. Take a deep breath here. Make sure you own and control your block of business. That's the key to building wealth as an insurance agent, and that's what you're trying to do. So when you're trying to find a good IMO, make sure you own and control your block of business. Make sure that you have a good work family, which is culturally driven. Culture will help you capitalize. It's so vital to you. So if you're debating this agency, that agency, just take a deep breath. Are you comfortable with who is hanging with you? Who's on that phone call with you? Do you have to book a Calendly to even get them to pick up the phone? Be careful. If they make you book a Calendly and you don't get access and somebody doesn't call you right away, well, they're probably too busy for you in the beginning and you won't build the wealth when you've got to book a Calendly or book a time to talk to your upline, your mentor, the agency. Just be careful. If they're too busy for you, you're not going to have people investing into you to help you build the wealth. That's why relationships are so important in this business. And you're trying to build the business. First off, make sure you own it and control it. Make sure you're vested day one so that you're not doing all this work and giving away the farm. You want to find financial freedom. But make sure that you vet your trainer. Ask your trainer, how many years has he been in the industry? How many years have you successfully sold in telesales? Get those answers. Those answers are very telling because there's a lot of folks in this space that have never really done telesales, but they'll tell you they do, and then you get taken for a ride, or maybe they tell you they do certain things and you can't even get them to pick up the phone. You're going to lose profitability here. So understand that when you join an agency, you're joining a family. A family. If you want to find success, you've got to have good people around you. It is so critical to you that you've got people that are investing into you, not you trying to recruit to move your comp up. You can smell this a mile away with any agency. Listen to what their focus is. Is it making you a top producer, Or do they want to make you an agent that just recruits and immediately trains into whatever management team they want to make it about? So be careful if it's recruitment based as opposed to helping you become a top producer based, because you want to build a business for yourself, but you also want to help your prospects win. And if you're listening through the noise where the IMO, the FMO is all about recruit, 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 my word to you is run, because you've got obviously people there that are training that don't know what they're doing. That's why you need to vet your trainer. But make sure that your trainer is translating other agents' lives into success. You can look at my agent interviews and testimonials on my channel. Go look at it under my playlists. And you can see countless agents that have been trained, coached, and that are still with me doing the work and building their own way in this industry. Make sure that you've vetted your trainer, that you've talked to people and seen testimonials like at my agency that you can see, and it'll help your success. You will be amazed to understand how many agents have put themselves into this environment where they didn't vet their trainer, and then they got into a really tough place and they're like, uh-oh, now I'm in trouble because my trainer has never translated any form of success. He's just a recruiter. Be careful of the rah-rah. You need real systems, turnkey systems, to be able to translate this business from a place of I don't know what I'm doing to I'm making the wealth. You've got to have systems. Systems are important. Whatever you're doing, make sure they've got the systems. They've got turnkey systems so that you can translate quickly. You also want to look into compensation. Compensation is important, crazy important. You do not need to be down into the 40s, 40% comp grids, 50% comp grids. Yikes. A lot of places are doing this, and they'll maybe give you some free leads, and then you get led on a wild goose chase realizing you don't even get leads, you got data. And then, oh, by the way, they've got a vesting schedule that may be maybe 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and you're like, what? You're building somebody else's wealth. Be careful. But compensation is important. Talk to a couple agencies. Deal with an agency like mine that doesn't have all these layers of the onion. And that's the problem with some of these agencies that have trainer this, trainer that, all these weird comp grids. There's some places that are like, we pay the top comp. And then you look at their grid, you're like, no, not really. When you do the math and look at the actual comp grids, you realize that it's not really top comp. Be careful. Just make sure that what you see is the truth, that you've got transparency as you're trying to find the work family that you need for you. One agency may work great for somebody else, may not be great for the next person because maybe it's just not the family, the house isn't for them. You got to find a house that's a home for you. If you're at home, you're going to be comfortable. If you're comfortable with your trainer, if you're comfortable with the people around you, you like the culture, you dig what you do, you're going to be more successful most likely. 90% of the agent force fails. And sometimes it's because they just got a piece of paper. A piece of paper isn't going to make you profitable. Comp's important, crazy important, but your ability to capitalize on that comp is so vital. Make sure that, like what I was saying, you vet your trainer, but make sure you own your block of business. Make sure you're vested day one. Do not sell yourself short for a single grape when you could have had the whole vineyard. Make sure that you're in a position of power to not only handle your clients, but in good comp without having to train and recruit and drink the Kool-Aid of the rah-rah. You want to build real wealth, and you're going to do that by having your eyes wide open. Am I vested day one? How many years have you done this, sir or ma'am? Make sure you see success. Find some testimonials like on my YouTube channel. Go look at my interviews and my playlist there. Go listen to that. It's crazy important. Any agency you're looking at, make sure you see them actually doing telesales so they can translate this to you. Make sure you've seen them and know that they've truly done face-to-face insurance like I have as well. It is critical to your very survival, but to find the best IMO, one may not be a good fit for you and another one might, but you've got to test the relationship. Find out if you even resonate with them. If you don't resonate with them, it may not be the right fit for you. An IMO, an FMO, a captive insurance agency, boy, they make you feel warm and fuzzy in the beginning, and then later on you're like, man, I got to recruit. If I don't step into the management team, they treat me different. Be careful. I've been there, okay? You realize that if you don't do certain things in certain captive agencies or even independent agencies. If you don't step up into the management team, well, you don't matter anymore. Be careful of that too. Make sure that you're building a business for yourself as you serve, because nobody should care about your business more than you. But take a deep breath when you choose your IMO. Is this a good culture? Do I like who I'm talking to? Have they been successful? Can they give me turnkey systems so that I can hopefully experience success? Do I own my business? Do I have good compensation? Comp is important as well. You should not be an agent that's under 100% comp as a brand new agent. Make sure that whether you're a veteran, whether you are a captive agent, an independent agent, make sure that you're being cared for properly. You should get full street level as a veteran or a brand new agent. You've got to have enough money so that you can make it. You're buying the leads, you're taking a leap of faith, and the work family that you choose could mean the difference between you being in a position where you're powerful, or maybe you're put out of the business because your upline doesn't pick up the phone. Your manager never makes a way for you, never makes time for you, and that's just sad, but I do see it. If the team that you're looking at makes you train people when you haven't been there, done that, got the t-shirt already, it can be scary, and it could lower your success ratios, and I know that's not what you want. So vet your agency. Are you vested day one? Do you have good comp? What kind of systems do they really have? And are you seeing results from the people that they've trained? It is so important to your profitability. I hope this video helps you. But yes, an IMO is a work family. Make sure you got a good one. Make sure you've got a great one, because when you make it, there is no better life. No better life than being an insurance agent, doing insurance sales, and seeing the people. Whether you choose the face-to-face play, or maybe you put yourself into an environment where you can work anywhere in the nation. You just need a phone, leads, and good leadership and turnkey systems to translate this business, hopefully, into success. I appreciate you watching. And if I can serve you in any way at all, or even give you a second opinion, reach out at jasonfinalexpense.com and I'll help you. I appreciate you.